If you are going into a Disney audition with the single intention of being a princess or particularly a particular princess, then you're missing the plot. You're setting yourself up to fail at the audition and you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Even if you are going to a face character audition, there is a performance aspect to it. At Disney World particularly, you also have to do fur characters. So you're going to have to pass a base animation. You're going to have to come up with at least the lowest score that they'll take. And you're also going to have to pass a movement portion, which is they're going to teach you some very basic choreography. This is pretty standard flood unit parade choreography. And they don't want to just see that you can pick up the choreography and do the motions. They want to see you perform this choreography. If you cannot do that at a base level, you are not going to even be looked at for a character, for a face character. I'm not saying you have to have the best score. When I got hired in, I think I had the lowest animation score and then just a step above that. There were 4 levels at the time, and I think I was a 1 in animation and a 2 in movement. Now I got the job, but remember, the better you are at everything, the more well-rounded you are, the more valuable you're going to be to the operation. I've also kind of determined that the Paris auditions, they definitely want people that can dance and that have some kind of technique. Of the 3 people I know that went to Paris, 2 of them were competitive dancers and the other one just could fake it till she made it. You know what I mean? And that's fake it till you make it, ladies. If you go into that animation portion and you're animating like a face character, unless they have specifically told you that, you've already failed the audition. Disney Cruise Line's another one where you're going to need higher movement ability in order to land the job. So if this is something you really want to do and you want to be serious about it, take some dance classes before you go to that audition if you have never danced. I cannot stress that enough. And I'm also telling you, particularly working at Disney World, if you have a high enough score to get trained in parades and shows, you're going to have a completely different experience than the people that are just doing meet and greets. It's going to be a better experience. You're going to have more variety in your schedule. I don't know, I've just been getting a lot of DMs lately where people have been sending me photos like, what can I do? Girl, first of all, ladies, I'm not casting. It doesn't matter what I think. It comes down to whoever's there on the day. But what I do think is that you need to prepare yourself for the audition and not just walk in there thinking you're going to get a job by looking like a character.